Oh, thank you for meeting me here. I know that it's winter vacation and all, but I just couldn't wait until we got back to school to, well, what can I say? I'm nothing if not punctual. This is the Williams family's way. Even if I had betrayed so many of our values to even be here at the moment. This is for you. A symbol of my gratitude for putting up with me this school year. I understand that I'm not the most easy to deal with, even in the best of times, but regardless, thank you for your services. You don't have to pretend to enjoy my company anymore. I'm sure my brother misses you. Every human relationship, no matter how formal or how informal, I believe, is based on a system of what we owe to each other. Every relationship is transactional in their own ways. It only depends on how much you're either willing to admit to it or how much it really matters. When we first met during my brother's party, you became convinced that you owed me something. I don't exactly know why, but you even mentioned that was, quote-unquote, a really shitty thing that he made you do, and then you began eating lunch with me. Then I began to owe you as I asked for more and more of your time and company, and began to pay you back in my own ways, like helping you study. This is a relationship built off of dues. The dues we owe each other, and the ones we have paid. With this present, I will have finally paid off all my dues to you, and part of my present is that you don't owe me anything anymore. You never did. I've appreciated your companionship, but if you are truly only doing this because of some misattributed idea of owing me something, or, at the very worst, charity, you don't have to anymore. If you wish it to be, this can really be goodbye. Do you like it? You mentioned you wanted something like this a few weeks back, and I just thought... Oh, you do like it! Well, I'm glad. Forgive me. I've never really had to do this kind of shopping before. Christmas is a big deal in our home, but it isn't exactly the, holly jolly occasion as seen on screen. My brother and I may exchange some small gifts here and there when Father isn't looking, but I don't really have the knack for it like someone like you might. So, well, if this is truly our goodbye then, shake on it, won't you? It's the professional thing to do. What is this? I mean, I know it's a present, but you should have labeled it better. My brother will never know it's for him if you don't put so on the wrapping paper. What? It's for me? Are you sure? Wow. I kind of don't want to open it now. It's so pretty like this. The wrapping paper looks so nice, and this ribbon is so smooth and soft. It's very nice. But if I must... Crime and Punishment by Fyodor Dostoevsky? How did you know? It's a story about this kid. Well, not really kid in the sense of the word, but this guy, this poor ex-student in St. Petersburg who plans to kill this shrewd pawnbroker for money, and it really taps into his mental and moral anguish surrounding the whole deal. I haven't been able to read it yet, but I've read a lot about it, and I find it fascinating. Because this guy, Raskolnikov, has the same kind of sickness that possesses Pierre Bezukhova of War and Peace. This borderline scholarly-based sickness that manifests in this destructive intent. However, the major difference between the two of them is that Pierre's destructive intent is forced inwards, causing much self-destructive behavior such as dueling and alcoholism, while Raskolnikov is forced outwards. He really believes that killing this pawnbroker will allow him to crawl his way out of poverty, and he believes that's enough to justify his crimes, but then he begins to unravel, and that's when it gets really good. I mean, with lines as raw as, "I did not bow down to you, I bowed down to the suffering of all of humanity," then how do you even begin to cope? I mean, I've been wanting to get into more lyrical poetry, but how did you know this is just what I wanted? You really listened when you heard me talk about those Russian novels? Even when I would complain and explain and analyze things you'd have no reason to ever take personal interest in? You listened just because it was something that I liked? And you like listening to me talk about things that make me passionate? Wow. Oh no, don't mind me. Just, wow, have you ever noticed that the sidewalk is full of little sparkly bits? Oh my god. Okay! I have to go now. My father's picking me up very soon, and he does not know the true intention of my visit here. He thinks that I'm like 5 blocks away at the library, so I should really get go- You still want to hang out? To be friends? It was never about owing anything to my brother and I? You just wanted to be here? You wanted this? Huh. Wow. I've never had a friend before. I'm glad it's you. Goodbye! Wait, sorry. Is a hug too weird? We only just established that we were... Oh. Okay. And an extra special thank you to all those who support me on Patreon, including my dears, Matt and Jojo Binks, my lover, Raven Triss, and my senpai, Cheshire Cat 47. By supporting my Patreon, you get access to exclusive audios, as well as never-before-seen access to scripts. However, if you still enjoy my content and want to support me, but can't commit to the schedule of a Patreon, I completely understand and encourage you to donate to my Ko-fi instead. I hope you have a nice day, and thank you so much for listening.